everyone, I'm Afisuki Maulana. In this presentation, I would like to present my curriculum analysis of English learning in the Merdeka curriculum, especially for grade 8 in PSD. In this presentation, I will explain several important aspects starting from the background, learning outcomes, curriculum structures, learning objective, learning design, and also the challenges along with the possible solution. First, let's talk about the background. The Merdeka curriculum focuses on student-centered learning, where students are not only passive learners but are expected to be more active, creative, and independent in the learning process. In English learning, the focus is not just on memorizing vocabulary or grammar, but more on how students can use English in real communication. Because of that, the learning outcomes or CP become the main reference, while TP and ATP help teachers organize the learning process more clearly and systematically. Next, the research question focus on several important points such as understanding the learning outcomes, developing learning objective, analyzing the curriculum structures, and arranging the ATP. Based on this question, the objective of this analysis are to describe and understand how the curriculum is designed and implemented in English learning. So, this section helps us to have a clear direction and use focus in the study. In PSD, the learning outcomes focus on developing students' English skill, including listening, speaking, reading, writing, viewing, and also presenting. The main goal is to build communicative competence, which means students are able to understand and use English in simple and meaningful contexts in their daily life. So, students are not only learning theory, but they are also practicing how to communicate effectively. These learning outcomes are divided into three main domains: listening and speaking, reading and viewing, and writing and also presenting. All of these domains are integrated in the learning process. This means students learn all skills together, not separately. As a result, students can develop their English ability more comprehensively and in a balance. The curriculum structures is divided into 2 semesters. In the first semester, students learn basic topics such as daily expression, greetings, and descriptive text. Then, in the second semester, students move to more complex materials like recon text, procedure text, and expressing opinions. All language skills are integrated, so students can practice them at the same time in meaningful activities. The learning objective describe what students are expected to achieve after learning. For example, students are able to introduce themselves, understand simple text, write short paragraphs, maybe express their opinions, and perform simple presentation. These objectives focus more on practical communication, so students can actually use English, not just understand it. ATP or alur tujuan pembelajaran shows the sequence of learning from simple to more complex. In the beginning, students learn basic communicative skills and then gradually move to more advanced topic. At the end, students usually complete a project as a from or final assessment. This step-by-step process helps students learn more effectively and build their confidence. In terms of learning design, teachers can use various strategies such as cooperative learning, role play, project-based learning, and group discussion. The strategies can make the learning process more interactive and engaging for students. For assessment, there are diagnostic, formative, and summative assessment. This helps teachers to monitor students' progress and evaluate their learning outcomes. However, there are also some challenges in implementing this curriculum. For example, some students have low confidence in speaking, limited learning resources, low reading motivation, and different levels of ability. So, to overcome these challenges, teachers can apply differentiated instruction, use multimedia tools, and create a supportive and positive learning environment. This way, students can feel more comfortable and motivated to learn. So, in conclusion, the Merdeka curriculum emphasizes student-centered learning and focus on developing communicative competence with a clear structures, well-organized learning objective, and appropriate teaching strategies. Students can improve their English skills and use them in real-life communication. So guys, that's all my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope this presentation is useful.